Attention is getting wrecked right now. You're not imagining it. You sit down to do one normal thing, and your brain immediately starts itching like it's allergic to silence. And if you don't fix it, you're going to feel it everywhere. Work, learning, conversations, even watching a movie without grabbing your phone like it owes you money. So here's the deal. Do me a favor. Watch this on full screen. Normal speed, no extra tabs, no I'm listening while I scroll. Because I'm going to give you 5 steps to rebuild your attention span. They're simple. Not easy, simple. And yes, I've done this myself. If I was checking my phone every 10 minutes, I'd never finish anything worth finishing. All right, step 1. Set a baseline so you stop guessing. Most people don't realize this. They don't actually know how bad their attention is. They just feel bad. So you need a number. Grab a book, a real book, or a long article with no autoplay, no short clips, no recommended for you. Set a timer and read. Not read while half thinking about your notifications. Actually read. The moment you feel that urge to get up, check something, or switch tasks, stop the timer. That's your baseline. If it's 3 minutes, congrats. You're normal in 2026. Write it down. Because the goal isn't to suddenly become amazing at focus. The goal is to stretch that number little by little. You train attention like you train anything else. Small reps, then slightly longer reps. Step 2. Kill the attention leeches, because your environment is cheating. Be honest. If your phone is sitting right next to you, you are not choosing focus. You're basically trying to diet with a pizza on your lap. Your attention problem is not only a you problem, it's also an environment problem. So change the environment first. When you're doing serious work, your phone needs to go away. Not face down, not silent, not I'll resist. Away. Another room if possible. If not, somewhere annoying to reach. Notifications need to be off. All of them. Every notification is basically someone snapping their fingers in your face going, "Hey, me, now!" And those tabs? Close them. You don't have 27 tabs because you're productive. You have 27 tabs because you're anxious you'll forget something. Here's a simple fix that doesn't require becoming a minimalist. Make 2 checking blocks per day. One midday, one later in the day. During those blocks, you check messages, email, random stuff. Outside those blocks, everything stays closed. Because if you check whenever you feel like it, you're training your brain to interrupt itself. And your brain learns fast. Before you start any focus session, do a quick reset. Clear your desk, get a glass of water, open only what you need. Then write down the one thing you're about to work on in one sentence. That part matters. Half your distraction comes from not being sure what you're doing. So your brain goes looking for something easier. When you tell it, this is the one thing, it relaxes a little. Step 3. Use a start ritual, so you stop negotiating with yourself. Here's the thing. Your problem usually isn't, I can't focus. Your problem is the first 3 minutes. That moment where you sit down and your brain starts pitching alternatives like a desperate salesman. Check messages first. Let's just clean the room. Maybe watch a quick video about how to focus. Yeah, that one's always funny. So you need a ritual that tells your brain, we're starting now. It doesn't need to be impressive. It needs to be repeatable. Same chair, same setup, same first move. A lot of people sit down, open the document, set a timer, and write the ugliest first sentence possible. Ugly counts. Ugly is progress. Once you're moving, staying focused becomes way easier than starting. Here's something that helps with drifting. Keep a piece of paper next to you. When your brain goes, oh yeah, I need to check that thing, don't check it. Write it down. Most distractions aren't urgent, they're just loud. Writing them down tells your brain it's handled, so you can keep working. Step 4. Breaks and movement, because you're not a machine. Trying to focus for hours straight is the fastest way to hate your life. Your brain isn't built for that. You don't become disciplined by pushing through until you're fried. You become glitchy. You reread the same sentence. You open tabs and forget why. You stare at the screen like it personally betrayed you. So, build recovery into the plan. Work in focused chunks. Then take a short break before you feel destroyed. And make it a real break. Scrolling doesn't count. That's not rest. That's just more input. Stand up, walk, stretch, go outside. Treat your brain like a toddler. If you don't give it breaks, it melts down. Then you're sitting there wondering why nothing is getting done. High performers don't avoid breaks, they use them on purpose. For the next week, schedule a 15-minute walk every day. No phone, just you and the outside world. It'll feel weird at first. That's the point. Step 5. Connect attention to meaning, because trying harder isn't a plan. This part sounds soft, but it's practical. If you don't know why something matters, you won't stay focused on it. Your brain treats it like optional homework and looks for faster rewards. Before you start a task, ask 2 questions. Why does this matter? And who benefits if I finish? Write the answer down. 1 line. Keep it visible. Because when focus connects to meaning, it stops feeling like force. It starts feeling like a choice. Sometimes you're distracted not because you're lazy, but because you don't actually have a clear reason. Once you figure that out, focus gets easier. Not perfect, just easier. Quick recap so you actually do it. First, baseline your attention with a timer. Then fix the environment. Phone away, notifications off, tabs closed. Use a start ritual so you stop negotiating. Take breaks before you crash. Move your body. And finally, reconnect your focus to something that actually matters. Life isn't meant to be lived in 15-second bites. If this helped, subscribe. I post more stuff like this when I've got something useful to say. And if you know someone whose attention span got kidnapped by their phone, send this to them.